All right, good morning, Cyber Traders. Happy Monday on this March 5th. How is everybody doing this great morning? Good to see you too, Ed. Todd, good to see you. Phil, Corey, Cliff, Lewis, Tony, George, John, Al. I can't believe there's so many of you. Look, everyone's just logging in right now. It's awesome. Mark, Mario, good to see you. All right. And all the other Cyber Traders, welcome. Good morning. Hopefully everyone's had a great weekend. I don't know about you, but we had a terrible nor'easter, and I think there's another one coming on Wednesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, we have to keep an eye on that one here. But weather is always a factor in New York because the traders can't get to work. Things kind of slow down a little bit, but that didn't really affect us too much. We're going to talk about some of the stocks that we traded. We had a great week last week, and I really want to talk about starting the new month because the month actually technically started on Thursday last week, even though people always think like, oh, it's always the new week. This is not the payroll. It works when the month ends, and it actually ended on Wednesday, February. So hopefully all you students out there did what you're supposed to do, spent the time this weekend, reviewed your monthly journals, and see how you progressed, or maybe you're the same, or maybe you have to take a step back. But remember, part of your training at Cyber Trading University is not just being here in the trading room. It's going out there, taking what we taught you, and analyzing your trades. Remember, my job is not to tell you what to buy and sell, okay? My job is to teach you how to prevent losing money because that's what you need to learn, and that's what you learn in class. Very, very important. Hopefully everyone spent a lot of time this weekend analyzing those your trades going on with the journals that we give you in class. Now, regarding about everything, sounds okay? Agatha, sound looks okay over here. Everybody here okay? Or is it just Agatha? It's all good. All right. No problem. Just log out and log back in. Maybe you have a different computers running or just have something running in the background. All right, so let's get right into it. First of all, before we get started and go through the stock picks of what we're going to be going this morning, because we're actually doing pretty well with this stock right here, this CLSD, which I kind of like. CLSD. There it goes. I'm like, why is this not coming up? So anyway, the CLSD was just a great, great run in pre-market. I tell you guys, you got to log in before 8:30. I'm seeing these numbers jump by 50%, when we get to the last 10 minutes. If you remember, I said early bird gets a worm, and if you didn't get in early, you just threw away an additional, $1,000 out of your pocket trading that $12 stock. Anyway, we're going to come back. We'll talk a little bit about it. But I want to do a couple of shout outs, what we traded last week, because some of you guys work, some of you guys are working really, really hard, and some of you get it right away. Sometimes it takes a little bit some of you to progress, but always like to start off and talk about the big winners. First of all, the big winner yesterday, last week actually, is X, okay? So X was all over the place. U.S. Steel, regarding another Trump bump with the tariffs and all that. By the way, when we're done with this meeting, I want you guys to come in the trading room. I'm almost running out of things what Trump promised. I saw a politician actually doing what he said he's going to do. People said, listen, you only get, if every politician could do half what they said they were going to do, that's like an anomaly. This guy's doing everything, and usually they only do 10%, but he's really doing everything. So is there anything we missed? Because I want to make sure we know what's going on, because like with tariffs or anything else, we're all in the same business, and we're making a lot of money trading on these news, like AKS and X. So if anyone else could remember off the top of their head, I think I'm running out. But I'm going to check my notes. Just go back, and if there's any other promises, let's get some stocks and see how they could be affected, because there's going to be some great opportunities on some shorts. There's going to be some great opportunities on some longs. So let's keep an eye on that. But anyway, the tariffs are gaining a lot of exposure, a lot of advertisement on the TV, which makes it's funny, you hear about the tariffs, but you don't hear people talking unless you're on the financial stations about the stocks, and obviously they're getting affected by it, and some of you guys making a lot of money on it. So anyway, I'm going to keep the AKS and the U.S. Steel on there. But regarding with that, I want to talk about a couple of things. First of all, JJ was here for our on-site. She worked really hard. JJ made 42 cents on X, okay? Michael made he also made 42 cents. Lawrence made $1.20, guys. Let's give all those guys around and gals a round of applause. They work really hard for that. Good for you guys. A couple other big winners that we had last week. The ZSAN, that one did pretty well. I want to bring that one up right there. You can see that one had a great run up. That stock went from 5 all the way to 9. You didn't have to make a lot of money, but if we just get a fraction of it, the 20% move, the 5%, whatever it is, but some of you guys did really well on points. Al made 24 cents. Terrell made 50 cents on that. Ben made 42 cents. Guys, you multiply by 1,000 shares risking on a $6 stock. You're doing pretty damn well. There's your six-figure salary. Let's give them all a round of applause. And a couple other big winners. The big one was FL. And FL was just, this is a little bit more of an advanced stock. You have to be more of a level 3 cyber trader to trade it, but this stock went from 43 down to 39. It was just such an easy short. And with that, some of the guys that are a little bit more seasoned that have been here, Ben and Ken killed it. I mean, I think they made over $2 on this trade. On 1,000 shares, guys, there's your $2,000. And then James Rosenow. James Rosenow worked really hard over the years, and I've talked to him. We worked well. Let's give them all a round of applause. James made $1.15 on that FL, right? Am I right? Good for you, James. Don't worry, man. I've been tracking it. Way to go, guys. Good for you. All right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, yeah, Grant, I mean, everyone did very nice last week, but now let's keep in mind, that is the past. It's in the archives. This is a brand new week. Oh, and then obviously almost forgot to mention our big winner, which is Thursday, which I'm going to send an email. I'm really curious how you guys did on this one, but come on, guys. Was this TENX phenomenal? Let me just change the time frame so you guys could see this. The TENX. My God, that was just incredible. Hold on. Let me bring up on a different chart. TENX. Just want to bring this up because this was just like off the charts. This stock right here went from $4. This is Thursday. Because you know what it is? We have a lot of new people that are starting today. I just want to show that what we've traded. But that one, guys, $4 all the way to about 12. Come on, that's about 300%. It's unfortunately we haven't had a lot of those going this past month because the market's been so volatile. But overall, it's been okay. But that was pretty awesome. All right, so let's go over some of the watch lists and see what's going on this morning. The big one right now that we're keeping a very close eye on is this one right here. Why is this coming up? Remember, don't display. There we go. All right, so the CLSD, great push. If you were here when you were supposed to and you logged in at 8:30, you would have got in right around the $12 price range. It had had a little bit of a shake going from 8 o'clock on. So that one was pretty good. But right now, if you were in when we all got in, if you were here earlier, you should have around 12, 12.10, somewhere around that. But you should be up at least 50 cents on this trade. It's always nice to start up, being on the profit side in the morning. CLSD. But anyway, is it done? Listen, stock was a $24 stock last year. Stock had a huge rally. It came down. Some of you, if you go back to your journals, you'll probably see, how you traded it. But keep an eye on that one right there. All right, another one I want to keep an eye on that's moving up this morning is this ONTX trade. This one, it's gapped up a little bit, but you started downtrend a little bit in the pre-market. You could see that right there. But, a nice little stock, inexpensive, up 16%. The stock was a $40 stock about 2 years ago. Took a little bit of a nasty hit all the way down to $1. I'll keep an eye on it. It's a little cheap, Got a decent spread. Got great iceberg orders right here. Look at all the high frequencies over here on the level 3. So that one's looking pretty nice. Now remember, guys, it is Monday. We don't really get too crazy on Mondays. Mondays you don't get a lot going on. People are still hungover from the weekend, so they come in and a lot of news doesn't come out and stuff like that. But INNV, nice little cheap little stock here also. The stock's been on a little bit of a nice little uptrend lately regarding, took another big hit. but it's making a little bit of a comeback. It's, you know, it's up a buck right now, up 11%, 28,000 shares in pre-market. Only thing I don't like about it is the spread's pretty big right now. Look at that spread, 1001 to 1090. That's the only thing. So INNT, we'll keep an eye on that one. I think that pretty much does it on the NASDAQ. There's one stock that's getting destroyed right now. It's getting killed. And guess what? When they get killed, their catastrophe is our cyber traders' opportunity. Here's the stock, DERM. This stock was a what it closed at? The stock was what, a $25 stock at one point. On Friday, it's opening up this morning. It was at 9. This stock had such a great little push already. Could have bought a little bit earlier. Stock kind of around 8:30 this morning. It was trading around 760. Now it's up about $2 right now. So it did make a little bit of a nice little comeback. You could see it right here. You know, right there. It started making a little bit of a nice little trend right there with the pre-market. So let me just fix this chart right here. Is my 2-minute chart. So you can see how it had already had a nice little bounce right there. So that one, DERM, maybe get a nice little dead cat bounce on there. Now this one's a little bit of advanced stock, guys. This is not a beginner stock. You got to be careful with it. Don't go crazy. You got to be one of the advanced traders. But once again, down 63%. That's just gorgeous. I love that. You know, I definitely drool when I see that. All right, another stock that's up huge this morning is XL. XL, it gapped up pretty nicely. You know, you could see how it really it gapped up. You know, from the what is that, the 44, and right now it's at 56. You know, it's breaking all-time highs. She at 8 o'clock this morning, she was at the 56, and now she's at the, you know, I don't know if it's a buyout, whatever, but right now it's kind of hovering right there. Let's see what's happening. I don't know if I think it's probably a buyout. It's up 13%. I don't see that much pre-market trading. So AXA is buying them out. Okay, Ron, I figured that. Okay. AXA. The AXA public? Nope. They bought a public company out. Okay, well that scratches that. We're done with that one. And there's one right here, a little cheapy, another little cheapy right here. CVRS. This one, pretty nice little cheap stock, 18%, 178,000 shares. Got some nice iceberg orders out here. Already people got their limit orders already defaulted out there. So, you know, she's up pretty nicely, 19%, level 1 stock. I guess everyone could afford to trade this one. This one's not, you know, right up our alley. And on the New York Stock Exchange, you got one stock that's taking pretty much a big hit for a while, and it looks like it's breaking a 52-week low. It could be a really nice short, and we're talking about the BRFS. You could see this one. You know, it's right here, the third biggest percentage loser. You know, you could see right here the DERM is the biggest loser. But this one is taking a little bit of a hit right here. Decent volume, 186,000 shares. It's kind of flat right here as of right now going into the pre-market, but we'll see how she pans out. And one other last stock, 200,000 shares already traded. Ears. Some of you remember this stock? Ears right here. This one coming on the downtrend right here. It's kind of, you know what? It's under $1. Forget it. You know we don't want to trade stocks under $1. All right. So anything else I'm missing that we did not call out? Some countries have tariffs. Some U.S. have up to 90%. I think the war has already started. Well, you know, regarding about this tariff war, I got out of a lot of my car stocks. I got out of Ferrari. I got out of Fiat. You know, market obviously is going to be down again today. The market does not like it. So, you know, this could be a very good shorting opportunity for brand names. So I got out of my longs. you know, and right now I'm in cash with all my positions, so I want to see what happens. And, you know, unfortunately, some of us that have IRAs, you can't short in them. That's why you got to be an active trader. You got to have some discretionary money because there's going to be opportunities out there. So just be very prepared for it, you know, with these trade wars, you know, and that's what it comes down to. So if there's anything we can make money on it, I think that's where it's going to come down to. All right. So I think the beginning is just the beginning of what the news is going to be out on some of these stocks. All right, guys. Good position to be in, Fausto. Cash. That's right, Grant. You know, cash is king, and we all know being here for so long, that's where we make our money. You know, unfortunately, I say it all the time. Catastrophes make for opportunities for cyber traders. All right, guys, listen, sorry for chatting away, but it is Monday. I always like to overtalk to it. And remember, we have a lot of new members that are starting here at Cyber Trading University. For all you new members, make sure you talk to Education Advisor. It's very important you watch the videos, know what's going on in this trading room. Welcome to the original trading room in the industry that I started 25 years ago. Just look, listen, and learn, and see how we work together like a team. This is not the Fausto Show. This is the Cyber Trading University trading room where we all work together, put our ideas together, and we work together like a team because we want to trade. You know, remember, there's a winner and a loser, and obviously we want to be on the winning side. All right, guys, good luck. Happy trading, everybody, and see you back at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting, and we'll talk about who did well and who didn't, and then we'll see what we'll trade going to this close. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading.